Today, the Pirates extended Don Kelly to remain as the manager for this team through 2026, but things didn't stop there. It was also reported that Ben Cherington has been reassured his role as the general manager for 2026. Yes, this means Ben Cherington will not be fired this offseason. You're listening to the North Shore 9 podcast presented by FanDuel. Fellas, I'm sick. But welcome to the North Shore 9 emergency podcast. That's Jim. That's Tyler. I myself am Donardo. You know who we are. This is the worst day of my life.
The worst day of your life. Man.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm so pissed. One, because of the news, but two, like, did we have to do this today? They couldn't give us just like a day of rest from this godforsaken team to just, I don't know, just like breathe for a second. No. Literally right after a 71-win season, they're like, hey, let's go ahead and schedule a press conference that says, how good everything is. And darn it, we're on the right track. And everybody's coming back next year. They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait just 24 hours just to let me breathe a little bit.
No. Tyler's speechless.
They couldn't take a day to at least review the season and realize how big of a freaking joke it was.
No, it was reviewed. They're much closer than they appear. It's like the mirror on your car. You look in there and objects are closer than they appear. That's the 2026 season and the talent that they have. It's much closer than it appears, guys.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind, Tyler, they have the sufficient resources to go out there and build a playoff team in 2026. Full stop. Period.
And if you ask them how, they'll tell you, because I said so.
Look at all the signs. All the signs are pointing towards playoffs in 2026.
The sad thing is, everything you guys are saying, it sounds like you're being satirical or it's a parody of something. No, those were Travis Williams' words.
Those were direct quotes.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I mean, literally as a direct quote, our belief and expectation is that this team is a lot closer than our performance and our records would suggest. Our goal is to win in 26 and make the playoffs, period, and full stop.
My intentions are to marry Margot Robbie next year. It's not happening.
You're really digging deep in that one, huh?
Yeah, love her.
Every offseason, I feel like there's that.
It's always a Margot Robbie.
Every offseason, it's not happening.
Right.
So maybe I should give up hope too.
Oh, yeah. Real quick, before we go further, just shout out to Ben for the $2. Appreciate you, Ben. That $2 will go into making NS9 better for next year. We're going to double down on our resources, which are already here. We have them, but we're going to ensure next year is wonderful. But it does say, I'm not a bad word speaker, but I want to. As a Pitt fan, I didn't know this about you, and a Browns fan, I've seen some stuff. No laughs, Jim, but this beats them all. I'm just devastated. In the way a loved one, just lets you down. Stop touching.
Thanks for the $2, Ben. Yeah. I feel like the news just kept getting worse and worse throughout the day. So if you listened to Bucko Brew, if you watched, if you read Noah's article, basically Noah's article today laid out just how much of a cluster this organization is from the top down. And everybody apparently knows it. The players know it. The coaches know it. Front office members know it. Everybody knows that it's just a mess. It's a disaster. Next thing that comes up is, hey, Don Kelly is coming back next year. And I'll say this, out of all the news that happened today, that's the one piece where, like, cool, I'm fine with that. Like, I'm one of those people where I prescribe to, like, I don't think the manager makes too big of a difference unless they're like really bad. And like Don Kelly hasn't given me any reason to think he's not capable of being a major league manager. So it's like, sure, why not? He seems nice. I like him. The players like him. Fits in, let's go for it.
Hold on. Jim's like request for a manager. The first words out of his mouth were, "Seems nice."
Seems nice.
That's where we're at right now. Seems nice. We'll go with that. That's
the
fine.
bar is incredibly low right now.
And the problem is that's not even our complaint today.
The
manager which I don't really have a complaint either. I'm with you.
Yeah, I have no complaints.
Fine. I'm a little peeved that we're just deciding that right now and not letting this thing play out and maybe, trying to improve anything. But whatever. You want to go with that? Fine. But seems nice is like, that's not just your words there, Jim. Like, that's also like a lot of what the Pirates are going for here. Yeah, he's a nice guy. We like him. He does what we say.
I mean, I have to agree with Jim. And I this is something, again, like I've been saying this for some time. I'm indifferent. Like, if he's back, I'm fine with it. I have no qualm with Don Kelly from my point of view. A lot of this, of course, is secondhand, but it appears that he has a good relationship with the players, and it's not a good relationship in the sense of like, oh, he's nice when we like him. It's like he cares for them. He tries to bring the best out of them, right? So based on the information that I know of Don Kelly, I'm not wanting him gone. But again, I would be okay with it. It's not like I'm trying to pound my hand on the table and saying like Don Kelly needs to be back either. Like I'm okay either way. If he's back, he's fine. If Ben Cherington were to get fired, and that means it's a good chance Don Kelly is going to be gone and another guy's going to come in, then like also so be it. Like it just is what it is. I don't really have a preference either way. So him coming back, again, like I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Okay, but can we at least let the smoke settle?
And I'm good with that. I'll say this. If it was just Don Kelly, like I don't have a big deal right now because you're going into this offseason, there's some uncertainty, unless there's like talks and like, okay, we're going to wait a little bit. But it's like, do you want him in limbo also? Like if you want him, go get it. What really gets me is like the reassurance of Ben Cherington so far this early. Don Kelly again, like, and I hate to turn this like, hey, kudos to Don Kelly. Celebrate. He got the extension. Good for him. But I'm sorry, Don Kelly, to rain on your parade today. It's a nightmare because
yeah. I think that's what I'm most upset about too. Like this was supposed to be like a good day, right? Like you're announcing the extension of a manager, like a hometown guy, and you just lump it in with all this other stuff that nobody wants. And it's just, it sours the entire situation. Like now, like you don't even really get to celebrate Don Kelly in any way. And I'm not saying like it's to be celebrated. I'm not saying like Don Kelly's performance the Pirates' performance post Don Kelly wasn't something to be celebrated. But if your goal was to like put out some good vibes to say, hey, this hometown guy that everybody seems to like, yeah, we're keeping him. It's just like all that just got thrown to the wayside here. And they did it in the damn press release. Like in the press release, this season, this is a quote from Bob Nutting, this season we fell short as an organization, both on and off the field. It has been unacceptable. Our focus must shift to execution, to delivering wins. Results are the only thing that matter. We owe it to our fans, to the city, to the legacy of the team, blah, blah, blah. But then he goes on to say, Ben and everyone in the organization fully understands what is expected and that the work ahead demands urgency. Today's announcement of Donnie is the first of many steps we will take this offseason to bring winning baseball back to Pittsburgh.
Jim, when you want lights on in your room, what do?
I hate your analogies, but I'm just going to entertain. I turn the lights on.
So if you're going to switch something, that means it wasn't there, right? So what do you mean you're going to, like, the focus is going to switch to winning? Why are you telling us it's going to switch? If in order for you to switch it, it had to have not been there, right? So you're admitting also in your stupid words that you weren't invested into winning until apparently now. Oh, you know what? Yes, you know what, guys? For these past 6 years, that's been awful. You know what? Now I reflect on that, and I've decided I'm going to switch. As of today, the focus will be winning. Then what the hell have you been doing? And for Travis Williams, my only focus is on winning. I've been part of winning organizations, and I know what it takes. Well, you're the president. You're switching it to winning today? That's what you're doing? Thanks. Glad we've been part of the ride.
I don't understand the analogy still, but continue.
I get the analogies. I just hate them. But like, what's if it was unacceptable, if the results on and off the field this season were unacceptable, your solution to it can't just be let's run it back. That's what they're doing. They're just saying, you know what? These guys, unacceptable performance. Let's try again.
But I will accept this, Rose. As unacceptable as it is, I will accept it for another year.
And I'm with you too. Like, our focus must shift to execution, to delivering wins. Like, what the hell has it been? What the hell was the shit? What was the focus this year? The focus this year wasn't winning. The focus last year wasn't winning. The focus has been winning for a few years now. Now, I'll grant the first couple of years, the focus was not winning. And, you know, I'm pissed about it, but like that was the plan. But the plan the last few years has been to win. And we're now saying this going into year 7. Year 7 of this, we must shift our focus to winning. Every single team in the National League Central since Ben Cherington was hired has made the playoffs not once, but at least 2 times. Every single team, the Reds, the Brewers, the Cardinals, the Cubs, they've all made the postseason twice, at least, in Ben Cherington's tenure. Ben Cherington hasn't even finished in 4th place twice.
Now, to be fair, Jim, the teams got to go to the playoffs twice because the Pirates weren't even focused on winning. I mean, the Pirates just allow them to happen. But things are going to change now. It's okay. Now we got them right where we want them.
Thank you, Ike, for the $2. How much can Don Kelly do with the staff changes? I mean, the manager should have pretty good control over who his assistant coaches are. But yeah, everything that came out of a Pirates official's mouth today just pissed me off. And I haven't even gotten to Travis Williams yet. I'm still on Bob Nutting. I haven't even gotten to the press conference. We'll get there. But that paragraph to end the press release, that paragraph is unacceptable. Like, how are you putting that on paper? That's not even like, you had time to think about this. This isn't something you were put on the spot for. You had time to think about this and to proofread it. And you thought it was acceptable to say that, oh, now we got to shift to winning. How long did they have to proofread this? This is the best they could do. This is the best that Bob Nutting could do. And anybody who's in charge of making sure whatever he says isn't stupid. This was stupid. It's the dumbest paragraph. Like that paragraph should have been written and rewritten 10 times. And it looks like they just chat GPT'd some shit. And this is what it spit out.
I really just want to say the F word really bad right now. So that's why I've been so quiet. But this is an absolute joke. Like it's almost like I want to be surprised, but I'm not. Because this team just continues to do things that just spit in the fan's mouth. Like, here, just spit on me. It's fine. It's what they do every freaking year. And we'll just come back next year with a lower payroll because attendance was down this year. It's your guys' fault. Look, if you guys show up to the ballpark, we'll spend more money. No, we'll keep shifting blame to other people. Similar to Noah's article earlier, it's someone else's fault all the time, and the Pirates will find a way to make this someone else's fault because they are too incompetent to hire competent people.
Well, Travis Williams said that. He basically said, where's the quote here? But he talks about how, yeah, like we started off on the wrong foot, meaning they kept Derek Shelton. And then once they got rid of Shelton, it's like, oh, well, now we can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Yeah, under 500 baseball's cool. We'll stick with that.
And now they have all the resources. Again, they have the young pitching. They have the depth of the pitching, which they can turn and flip for bats. They have one of the top farm systems in baseball. And, of course, the top prospect, to paraphrase Travis Williams once again. They have the resources and the talent to do what they need to do to set up the playoffs and win next year. Period. Full stop.
I want to throw up.
I honestly, though, but for real, I don't understand. I don't. And Tyler, I just remember that one NS9 Live when Noah had the quote as well, as more or less like, listen, guys, I'm really not hearing any reason that Ben Cherington is going to get fired. And that's when you and I talked that night, Tyler, and it was just like, at this point, I'm moving forward that he's going to be here. There's no smoke about Ben truly getting fired. And if there's no smoke, maybe there's no fire. So that's how I was operating, with the hope that he gets fired, rightfully so. And here we are today. There's reassurance that he is going to return next year. During Don Kelly's presser of being extended, and again, like how you said, Jim, too. I mean, just if anything, like at least let him, the person, celebrate his own day. Like at least let Don Kelly have his own day. Let him be happy. It's like, he does this and the whole talk is about everything else. And it's like, come on, guys. Like, I'm one of you two. I mean, I did like what Don Kelly said, if anything. He's talking about, like, listen, guys, I grew up here. I was a Pirates fan, still am a Pirates fan. I've seen all this. I've wanted to win. Like, he's kind of expressing, like, I feel your guys' pain. I lived it also. I want to do everything I can, which, again, is also word salad. I mean, that's what you're going to say, right? I don't really care anymore about everyone telling us we're going to do everything we can. We're going to work tirelessly to get winning. I mean, we've been hearing that since 92. Like, that doesn't do anything. Like, show it. But regardless, I mean, he was trying to make the point, like, listen, guys, I'm one of you. I want to see the Pirates win also. I was a fan. I still am a fan. I'm going to do everything I can to get them there. So, like, at least I'll let him and celebrate today. And then tomorrow say, well, we're going to bring Ben back. But Don Kelly couldn't even do that. Like, they couldn't even do good for one of their own today. They just had to open their mouths. And as always, anytime they open their mouths, just terrible things happen. And that's what happened today. Just with Ben, with Travis.
They're just a bunch of losers. And I know, like, we do the bit, like, losers, you're all a bunch of losers, but
yeah, it's not on the show.
Bob Nutting, Travis Williams, and Ben Cherington are just the three amigos of losers. Like, losers, every one of them. Travis Williams has no idea. Travis Williams has no idea what he's talking about. when it comes to baseball. And one, the Pirates just trot him out there to just say words, and he just sounds like an idiot because he doesn't know what he's doing. And like shout out to the Pirates media, like they pressed Travis Williams, because you don't get to talk Travis Williams too often. They pressed him pretty hard. When he was like, we've got sufficient resources to win in 2026, like they were like, what the hell do you mean? How can you say that? Have you seen baseball at all? Like, have you watched this team in any way whatsoever? And Travis really didn't handle it very well. He kind of went out there with just the conviction of his talking points of, we're going to make the playoffs, full stop, period. Best pitching staff in baseball, #1 prospect. Like, that was sort of just his talking points.
Did he really say they're going to make the playoffs, or they're going to try?
Oh,
our goal is to win in 26 and make the playoffs.
Our goal,
period.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Full stop.
Just like in 2023 with Ben Cherington, when he's asked when we can expect a winner, we're gonna work our butts off to make sure we can get there.
Sir,
2022, whatever year that was.
That was November of 21.
Was that 21?
That was November of 21.
Good grief,
sir.
So I'm sorry, I mixed up all the 5 press conferences or all the 5 interviews Ben Cherington's had. Where, you know what, we're gonna work our butts off. You know what, we could get there one day. There are kids outside right now playing, and I can hear them playing basketball out there. I just want to yell out the window, don't you know Ben Cherington's back next year? There's no reason to be freaking happy. Stop playing basketball. Go inside, be sad. This is miserable. Plain and simple. I'm sorry, guys, but this is setting this franchise back so far.
Oh, speaking of, no, it's not. Tyler, given where this team is at this point in time, we felt at the end of the day that making a change at general manager would set us back. And that's not what our fans expect, Tyler. Our fans don't expect us to be set back. Our fans expect us to continue progressing, as you've seen clearly through. I mean, the team must have won more games this year than last year, right?
Right. I don't want to be set back. I want to continue the progress.
I don't have anything to throw.
You got a couple bats.
That's a direct quote from Travis Williams. Oh, making changes would set this team back. Travis, you just lost 91 games this year. We haven't lost that many games in 3 years. What the hell kind of setback are you talking about? The setback is here. We are in the setback. We are setting back as we speak.
We are in the setback. Cracks me up.
We are sitting in it right freaking now.
But we are 76, and now 71. That's the past 3 years win totals, and I love Doug always points this out too. Last year, Ben talked about how they won more games, and then they didn't. They won the same amount of games. And now this year, after losing ground on that, we're going from 76 to 71 wins. We're talking about, we can't change the GM because that could set back our progress.
They had to win 84 damn games to make the playoffs, and they couldn't even be bothered to do that. They couldn't even try to do that. They didn't.
Well, they did. They just didn't have
they did not try
in place. It was his fault.
No, you're right.
Because I retained him.
Yes.
Which wasn't my idea to retain him. It's his fault.
It's always somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault with this stupid organization, and we continue to do this stupid stuff with them. I was trying to throw my mic, but then I realized it's on an arm. I need to throw things.
Tyler, go find something.
I know, I'm running out of stuff. What do I have?
Well, Tyler's looking to throw something.
Don't throw anything too valuable. I mean,
all those bobbleheads behind you.
We wouldn't want to set you back, Tyler, financially.
It's a hat. Oh, good.
Ooh.
I think that was one of Bob Nutting's hats too.
It's just when he said that firing, getting rid of the general manager I mean, he basically said that's not what our fans want. That's essentially what he said. He was like, firing the general manager wouldn't accomplish what our fans want. And it's like, oh, Travis, no, this is bad. This is bad, Travis.
They're so good on reading the room. That's why they had the press conference today and announced that Ben Cherington was back, because that's what the fans want. This team's very connected to their fans. That's why there's surveys going out every offseason, not every offseason, this past offseason, to be like, guys, do you actually like us or nah?
So to put my simpleton hat on,
you threw it.
I guess I can kind of understand, like, through his dumb brain on what he means about firing the GM, because the new GM's probably going to want to rebuild a little bit. You can maybe understand why that could maybe set you back. You know, someone might want to trade some guys off. You guys are in charge of hiring the damn GM. Find one that's not going to set you back. Find one that wants to build on what you have.
Here's the task. And then going back
to
that time, that's what we're talking about.
That wants to rebuild. You don't have to.
Dave Dombrowski is like chomping at the bit for this type of a team right now. Like you can find someone who wants to take this team and not have to totally rebuild. Like, listen, the goal is to win next year. There's two parts to this. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you're someone who is a prospective general manager and you look, I mean, the Pirates are a fairly attractive job, to be honest with you. Like the pitching part's done. Like you've got the pitching part handled. You just got to go out there and make this team not terrible at hitting. Like I said, I didn't say average. They don't need to be average. The Cincinnati Reds just made the playoffs with a team weighted runs created plus of 92. The Reds were 8% below average as a group hitting. They're also quite a bit worse pitching than the Pirates.
Yes.
So like you're the Pirates, you don't even have to be average. You can be pretty well below average at this point and put together the best Pirates team since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people would be up for that challenge, even with the payroll limitations that come with, taking over a small market team owned by Bob Nutting. It's an attractive job because of the pitching staff.
Yeah, but how are you going to get a guy with the track record like Ben Cherington and all the winning seasons?
Well, you can't live in your fears, Tyler. You can't live in your fear that, we might not win 76 next year. But I want to say here, yeah, like what Jim's talking about. I mean, it is like, this is honestly a job that is quite beneficial. It's right there. Like this team, I know there's a lot of people that want to debate this, but honestly, this team is basically like 2 to 3 bats away to being something. If they're legit bats, they're about 2 to 3 bats away from actually being a real contender and going to the playoffs. And if you're a GM and you're looking at this whole landscape, and again, like you have Paul Skeens, you have Connor Griffin coming up, you have a lot of toys at your expense, and like this is a stepping tool for you. I come into the Pirates, that, as Noah Syndergaard says, the shitty Pirates, and I come in here and there's been nothing but the laughing stock of baseball, and you do 2013 to 15 once again. I mean, you see how media, it's all you hear right now is the Guardians, like what they're doing, this comeback. I'm saying, like, as much as the national media loves the Dodgers and the Yankees, they love their small market toys. They love that Cinderella story. When the Pirates were good, I mean, they had the organization of the year. Baseball America gave it to them. Like nationally, they're talking. Kutch is on the cover of MLB The Show. Like there is a lot of love for the small market team that does compete and is good. If you're the GM that comes in here and just does that overnight, well, welcome to the Yankees organization in a few years, or welcome to the Dodgers. You know what I mean? Like this is a perfect stepping stone for somebody to come in. So yes, to your point, Jim, like this is a very attractive job.
I just feel like it comes off as lazy almost. Like we just, we don't want to do that whole thing again. Like we don't want to restart here. Let's let it ride one more year.
Complacency.
It's fine. One more year's fine. And then we might have a lockout and we'll reset after that.
It's just a shame. Like, I'm just so disappointed right now. I mean, I'm angry, but I'm also disappointed, and I have a very low opinion of Bob Nutting, but like it just keeps going lower and lower. Because like there's only one guy who can change this, and it's him. And like he's just showing that this is acceptable. There's no accountability from the top down. Bob Nutting has made up his mind that, you know what? We're doing okay. And I thought this year was going to be different because I mean 2019 he pulled the trigger. You know, that was Bob. Bob pulled the trigger and was like, this isn't okay. And he pulled the trigger. And I thought he was going to do it again. And the fact that he didn't is extremely disheartening because it's rough right now. Like I don't know how you could have watched this season and feel good. I don't know how you feel good right now.
In every way, on and off the field. And again, like that's not even just a Ben thing, that's a Travis thing.
Yeah.
Just every which way. I mean, this team,
everything
was a laughing stock every possible way in every facet outside of Paul Skeens and the development of Connor Griffin. I feel like that was it. Even you had O'Neill Cruz set up on a platter. MLB loves O'Neill Cruz. They can't wait to talk about O'Neill Cruz. And O'Neill Cruz just turned into a pumpkin this year. Like there was nothing that was really good outside of Paul Skeens, which really the talk about Paul Skeens was, I want him, get him out of there. But there's still a positive message about Paul Skeens. I mean, he's still going to be Cy Young, very likely. You know, like there's still positive. And then Connor Griffin being the number one prospect in baseball and such. And like that's really it. That's all. Everything else has been nothing but bad stuff. And going back to Bob Nutting, I mean, it's absolutely true. Like he's not, I'm sorry, like he's just not a good businessman. You can sit back and say, well, I mean, he makes money, like that he's a good businessman. I just no. Baseball is essentially designed that everyone can make money. If you have a team, you're going to make money if you operate the way Bob does. It doesn't take much to do that. What a good businessman is going to do is take this and turn it into a positive. There's not like one competitive bone in his, like that's something that just gets me. Like I can think about a good, savvy business person. Like he wants to go out there and win. Like they're cutthroat. You know what I mean? Like how am I going to win the day? How am I going to seize the day? And Bob's just like, should I get new khakis? Nah. I have to work for 15 years. Nah. All right. Whose paper am I going to bankrupt today? That's Bob. Like, there's no competitive spirit in him at all. Like, he doesn't care. Like, and it shows because, again, like we're talking about with Ben and stuff, like there's not any bone in him that's like, this isn't good enough. This is unacceptable. It's okay. Well, just run it back.
No, he said it was
Ben
unacceptable,
says,
but it's fine.
Sure. Because someone wrote that for him. Probably Travis.
Yeah, you can't say it's unacceptable and then just run it back. Like that doesn't work. That's not how it works. Last year was unacceptable too. And then they were supposed to be all accountable together.
They were. That's why Derek's gone and Ben's still here.
Everyone
again.
else.
Again.
Can you guys think of another, like, just shifting off of Ben for a second? Can you guys think of another team president that survives the type of year Travis Williams has had? Like, I'm not even talking baseball wise. Off the field wise, it's been a freaking joke. PR wise, awful. And no, it's fine. They sent bricks in the mail, so we're good. Everything's fine now. Put a new bar in the outfield, so that'll be cool.
I just feel like
allowed underage kids to buy alcohol from.
I just feel anyone could have done a better job. Like just your average person with any sort of experience in business. Like it doesn't even have to be relevant. Like just any person, just your average person could have done a better job than Travis Williams.
But that's
the guys who came from the Penguins.
Yeah.
He's done this. Full stop, period. He can handle this.
He came here to win. He came here 6 years ago to win. And he knows what it takes.
But
he's
Jim,
there every day, DiNardo, showing up, making sure that they do everything they can to win.
But you're being unfair because the switch has been off this whole time. As of today, September 29th, 2025, is the day the switch was turned to winning. They've been prepping for this day for 6 years. Now we are here.
And they have the resources.
Well, they do.
But it's not going to come from free agency or anything like that.
Third best odds and number one pick this year, baby.
I want to throw things again.
The only thing I can hope for right now is if you were around for 2019, it was similar to this. There wasn't the extension for the manager. Like there was, like Clint Hurdle was gone. And the sentiment was Neil Huntington's coming back. Frank Coonelly's coming back. Everyone's coming back. We're just going to start the search for a new manager. And it wasn't until
like halfway through that search.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 4 or 5 more weeks that, Bob finally pulled the trigger. So the only hope I have at this point is like articles like the one that Noah wrote this morning in the Post-Gazette. Like hopefully just there's a lot more of that type of stuff. Hopefully the fans apply a ton of pressure right now. Hopefully the media applies a ton of pressure right now. Hopefully Bob, like that's the only hope we have right now is that Bob feels enough pressure over the next few weeks to correct the wrongs that were done today.
I'm going to shoot you straight. I live in less than an hour from the park. I went to 2 games this year, and they were both 2 games at PNC because we were all there. I'm not going out of my way to go watch this team. Am not.
Well,
and I am more of a fan of this team than a lot of people.
Judging by the attendance, not too many people are.
And I'll tell you right now, next year, I'm not going again. I don't want to watch this in person. If I didn't love baseball like I do, and we didn't do this, and honestly, I love the Pirates. That's who I am. But if I was more of a casual person, I'm done. I am not watching this anymore. I'm not watching until a new GM is implemented. I'm not doing it. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not doing it. And I don't blame anybody. I wouldn't do it either. Do what you want with your time. I wouldn't watch them either. I don't blame you. Watch us complain about them.
Yeah, don't stop watching us.
Yeah, keep watching us. Don't watch them.
Look out for small businesses, people.
Yeah.
But I mean, like Jim said about, putting pressure on. I don't feel like there's the same talent out there to do this type of stuff. But if you really recall too, and he said it, it was like the ticking point for Bob was the MLB playoffs. When all you heard was this X-Pirate did that X-Pirate did this. And he was just like, I'm sick of seeing all these guys leave and they're doing incredible stuff with other teams. So I guess maybe the hope is, ladies and gentlemen, be the biggest Brian Hayes fans you can be. Be the biggest Miguel Andujar fans you can be. Be the biggest.
I was going to say Tyler Heineman, MVP, World Series MVP, Tyler Heineman.
There it is. So shout out to Ethan Fisher. I remember seeing this on his Twitter. So yeah, Aroldis Chapman, Justin Williams in Boston. Cleveland has Austin Hedges, Dom Nunez. Detroit has Tanner Rainey. The Yankees, again, also the Yankees, David Bednar. Like, what if Bednar just
That's what we need. We need David Bednar to just take over.
Bednar just crushes it.
We need Bednar closing out the World Series.
Yes.
Like all 4 games. Yep.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
game
I need
7,
Renegade ringing through New York. I
yes.
need New York
And that's the
claiming
thing
that
too.
song.
Right.
Game 7 versus Quinn Priester.
There we go.
So that's, if you want to do, like, that's what you need to do. You need to be fans of these players right now. Quinn Priester, absolutely. Which he's been doing it. Game 7, Brewers. Quinn Priester shoves. It's a 1-0 ball game. Yankees have the lead, and David Bednar closes out game 7 to Renegade.
Yeah, we need that. At this point, it'll make my life hell, but we need it. I'll take any, like, honestly, winning games in August and September at this point was terrible for us. Because maybe that just gave it nothing. It might not have. I don't know.
I don't think it matters. Like, I mean, this team was pretty bad in September.
Yeah.
Like, I have a feeling this decision was made a while ago, and it didn't matter because they were worse. Like, they were still worse. They lost 5 more games this year than last year. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
You know what also too? Oh, never mind. It was close though. I was going to say that I felt like they won less games this year than they did in 19, but no, 19 they won 69 games. This year was 71. But yeah.
You know what really sucks here? More than like
41 minutes in the show. I don't know. Tell us now, Tyler. What does suck?
What really, really sucks is next year's going to be our last year with Paul Skeens because the GM's Ben Cherington's getting fired after next year. They're not going to be competitive. They're not winning. They're not going to the playoffs. They're not going to be above 500 because this guy can't prove to anyone that he knows how to find anyone useful who can hit a freaking baseball. And he won't because he's an idiot. Paul Skeens going to get traded. We're going to the lockout. And then we're rebuilding again. Even if we don't go to a lockout, we're getting a new GM. Paul Skeens has a good chance of getting traded. And we're restarting again.
So that is my fear with this. Because if Ben is who we think he is,
an idiot,
you can't do this. I mean, I know we said this for 2 years now, but you really can't do this again next year if this happens, right? Like, Ben can't retain his job next year if you have this type of season again, right? I mean, right? Like, really, 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 really again? We're going to do this again? But
like you can roll back year 8.
Imagine if you fire him next year because it was also just a bad season because he can't general manage a team. You're now heading into 2027. And yes, in 2027, Dennis Santana's gone. This is last year. Into 2027, that's going to be Oviedo's last year and Bart's last year, if Bart stays. The next year after that, it is O'Neill Cruz's last year. And then it's Paul Skeens, Carmaginski, Jared Jones, Nick Gonzalez, and Mitch Keller, if he's still here or not also. So yeah, ultimately, like, you imagine, like, those guys aren't here for the last year. They're traded at least before then. So, like, the last year of a lot of these people is 2028. So if you're going into 2027 with a new GM and those guys probably looking like 2028 the last year, I don't know. Is the GM
they all
trading
stink anyways?
Like you said, well, not Paul, but I'm saying, like, is Paul O'Neill Cruz is going to be gone? Like, you're trading
Paul's not
Cruz?
going anywhere until 2028 at the earliest.
Yeah, but if they get a new GM after next year, anything can happen.
You could look at a semi-rebuild after 2027 if it doesn't go well. And
I think Mitch Keller's gone. I think
I do
that's
too.
probably the plan this offseason. And we'll have plenty of stuff to talk about this offseason, but it's just depressing. Depressing.
I hate my life.
That's it. Status quo. Just keep it going. No urgency, even though they talk about urgency. No accountability, even though they talk about accountability. We have extensions and reassurance. That's what we have after 91 losses in year 6. Extensions and reassurance.
I hate my life.
We want to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm done. I'll say bad words if I stay on here.
Are we out then?
Hopefully this was at least cathartic for everyone. It was a rough day. It was a rough day to be a Pirates fan. I'll say that. Like, we just went through a pretty grueling season, and you got hit with a lot. Got hit with a lot today. So, best wishes to everybody. Have a great off season.
We'll be back. Follow us, please.
And it's not
don't leave us.
Wednesday. We'll have plenty to talk about, I'm sure. Yeah, actually, we need to kind of go through. We can recap the whole season on Wednesday, but yeah, rough start to the off season. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And like, it's not even the off season. It's not even October yet. So we're out of here. All right, everyone. Thank you. We'll see you guys again. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe, keep your bells on.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Jim saying something?
I
can like see it in his face.
If you are watching postseason baseball, FanDuel's got you covered for all of your postseason betting needs.
We'll let you know. If you send us a message, we'll tell you what Ryan's betting on.
Yeah, no more hints from Ryan to know what to bet for or against.
Right. But you gotta like the video for us to give you the answer. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, we're out. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.